Hey everyone, just wanted to show some improvements I've been working on, some really big stuff that are kind of foundational to what we do. So what we have are basically we grow produce, right? And we have these things called racks, which is like the whole row. And it's made up of a bunch of towers. These are basically downspout that I modified so I could put plants in them. Now, one thing I've noticed over time is that light is the most important thing for an indoor farm. And when white light is wasted, it's missing out not just on paying too much electricity, but mostly on losing the potential of the plant to grow. So every area that the light hits, that there's not a plant, that's a place where you're losing the opportunity where a plant could be there and be using that light to make you money, basically. So one thing I started doing is I switched from the traditional 10-20 trays that most people use, and I started doing strips. I would cut the seedlings into strips so I could space them out as they get older to maximize the plant's ability to grow. Then I started doing it with the towers. So here's a row on the far right. The towers are touching. As they move left, they're more and more spaced out. Twice a week, we take the left 9, cut them, put them back, and then rotate all the towers down and kind of let it be flowing through like that. So that it's easy to manage, and mostly so the plant is fully utilizing the light. And just doing that one improvement made our yield go up 20 or 30%, which has been a huge deal and really makes a big difference. So then I've kind of been starting to think of, well, why do I need this whole extra seedling cart? I should really just try to plant seeds directly in the tower. It would really simplify things and make it a lot better, and just a lot less waste in the process. So then I made up these towers, which I actually 3D printed all the little pieces, and we kind of manufacture and put them together ourselves. And I made them thin enough that you can put them right next to each other when they're young. And that makes it so that when they're brand new, you can stuff them all together, and as they get older, you can spread them out and make it so the plant has its full growing potential. So the moral of the story is Lean made me think about all this, because really, you're trying to maximize the time when the plant is able to add value. You know, adding value is only happening when the product is changing. And with a plant, if they're all stuffed together, really packed tight, and the light is hitting it, the plant is not actually adding value. It might be growing, but it's not adding value in the way a customer sees value. What they want is the leaves, and for what we do, which is mostly fresh herbs and salad. So if plants are stuffed together, you might be getting this amazing yield, but the customer is not really seeing that benefit because they don't really want those stems. They just want the leaves. So this has been just a huge revelation to me of trying to think of like, man, I am trying to maximize not just the value that we produce, but also the value that the plants produce. And in this case, the light is the driving force for them to produce value. Anyways, so I'm trying to implement these new towers in a new farm I'm setting up. Really excited about how it's going to work out. I've ran a few tests to see how it grows, how things look, to make sure it's doable, and I'm really excited for the potential for just adding as much value to our customers as possible, not just in what we do, but in also how the plants grow.